Hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to take you through how to use the annotation tool that helps teachers and students to work on assignments and classworks directly on their portal without having to download either images and PDFs and then work on them offline and re-upload. So the tool has been embedded right inside of the eClass interface for the teachers and students to use. So let's get right in. Firstly, I'm going to add an assignment. This is KG1 Verbal Reasoning eClass space. I am already in the eClass space. If you don't know how to access the eClass space, there's a video we did earlier on that. So right here, I'm going to click to add, and then I'm going to click on assignment. And here I'm going to give it a title. Let's call it words matching. And I'm going to use the electronic submission mode, and then I'll click next. And from here, I'll have to continue inputting content or upload resources to this assignment. I can do a lot of things. From here, I can input my questions right inside here. But in this case, I don't want to input text-based questions. I want to upload a PDF and an image, which is going to be the base of the assignment, the base of the work that the student will have to do. So here I'm going to click on this add, and then I'm going to upload from my device. I already have the files on my device. Okay, so one of them is an image. So I'm going to select the image first. And once uploaded, I'm going to add the second one, which is a PDF. And the PDF is uploaded too. So let's preview to make sure that our files were uploaded correctly. To preview, I'm going to click on this zoom icon here, this lens icon, click on it. And then you can see the preview at the right hand side. If I want to increase the size of the preview, I could use this resize button. And then this is a preview. Let's see the image. This is a preview of the image. And this is our assignment. So in the content or questions, we could add an instruction. Having added the description or the preamble here, I can then go down and save. But before I save, let me explain. There are a couple of things here which we could also set, like when the submission should start and when the submission should stop, and what the system should do by the submission deadline. Should it continue to accept and mark them as late submissions, or should it reject further submissions once the deadline is passed? And I can also allow other teachers to grade the submission, and I can also notify the students in the class discussion space. I don't want to set any of this, so I'll go ahead to click update. And you can see that our assignment is added. You can see that here. You can preview again and also preview again. So these are the assignment files. So we've done what we're supposed to do on the teacher side. So next I'm going to move over and log in as a student, so you see what the student can do, how the student can work directly on these files and do their matching on this file without having to download them and work offline and re-upload. Here I am already logged on as a student, and you can see that assignment here, the words matching assignment. From here on my dashboard, I can click on work and submit, or I can click on more to go to the e-classroom properly. Whichever way, you're still going to end up doing the assignment and submitting. So let's get to the e-classroom. From the e-class space, I can go ahead to open the assignment. You can see the instruction here. You can see the two files attached by the teacher. From here, I can view each of the files, but I can start working on them from here. To start working on them, I'll have to click on this work/submit. And from here, you can see the assignment details and then my own response. There are multiple ways I could do my response. I can type in here. I can upload file if I've done it manually. I can also take picture with my camera, and then I can also upload videos and then other things. But in this case, I don't want to do any of these. I want to work directly on the files that the teacher has uploaded. To start working on a copy of this file, I'll click on this 3 dots and then I click on copy and work from this. And then he's going to create a copy for me and then open it here. From this page, there are so many things we need to learn, starting from the tools at the top here. Some of the tools, I'm going to talk on them. Some of them you may have to explore them when you have the time. So the first one is a background. This is going to be like the background of the canvas. This one is a select tool. If we want picked up any tool and we want to drop it, we can drop it by clicking the select tool. Or if we want to select anything on the page, we have to pick the select tool. The next one here is a pencil tool. This is a freehand writing of a freehand tool. You can use it to write, you can use it to draw. And the next one is an eraser tool. You can use it to clean up anything you may have added. This one is a line tool or a set of line tools. Here we have a straight line, we have arrow, double-headed arrow, and an arc. Here we have basic shapes: rectangle, circle, ellipse, triangle, right angle, triangle, semicircle, and polygon. Here we have other shapes like diamond, heart, hexagon, and all that. Here we have 3D shapes like cylinder, cube, cone, and their likes. Here we have text tools like for highlighting, for inserting text, and a call-out box. Here we have the colors. This color can be in 2 modes, either the outline mode or the fill mode. When the color is on outline mode, it means that it is going to form the lines of the shapes or whatever I do, maybe the shapes or the pencil. For instance, while it is on outline mode, let me pick red color and then insert a rectangle. You can see this. Then let me switch it to fill mode. Pick a color and then insert maybe a circle, and you can see this time around it's not the lines, it's the fill, the background of the item we're adding. And that's going to bring us to the next tool. I can use undo, or to remove an item, I can first of all go select the item and then go ahead and click to delete selected item. It will go. If I have done so many things and I want to reset, I can click on this clear and then confirm that I want to clear. From here, I can change the thickness of the pencil tool or the thickness of any line of the item that I pick. So if I pick a circle and I want the lines of the circle to be thicker, I can pick the thickness. I can change the thickness from here. And here we have the zoom in, zoom out, and then fit to screen mode. If I click zoom out, it's going to make it smaller. I zoom in, it's going to make it larger. And then I fit to screen. It goes back to the original size. And of course, we have the undo, the redo, the delete selected item, the clear, and also the window size or the canvas size selector here. So having understood all the tools at the toolbar, let's then see how we can work or annotate this particular assignment. So the work here is, the instruction here is circle the correct spelling for each image. Okay, this is a C. So there are 2 things I could do here. I could pick up a pencil tool, make sure I put it to a color that I want. I can then circle. This is one way I could do it. Another way I could do this is I will undo and then pick a circle or ellipsis tool. I'll pick ellipsis because ellipsis is more flexible. A circle will always try to give you like a perfect circle. So I'll pick ellipsis and then I can, oh sorry, we set it to fill, so I'm going to delete this and then return it to outline and then go back and pick the ellipsis, and then you can see this mail. I'll pick it up again because once I've drawn the first one, it drops the tool, so I have to go pick it up again and then circle the mail. pick it up and circle red. And then I can circle everything. Once I'm done with circling all my answers, I can go ahead and maybe insert my name here and class and other things here. So to insert text, I'll go to text tool, pick text, Awal Kazim. I'll then go and drop. I can click outside first, then come back and click on it again, and then we can resize and then also place it well where it's supposed to be. Okay, I can also pick up the tool again, class, let's say I'm in KG1. I go drop, click outside, click back on it, resize, and then place it well. Once we are done, we'll go ahead to click save and then click yes, save, and it has saved successfully. I'll click OK, and when we come down here, you can see my own copy that was made from the teacher's copy. Let's preview what we have, and you can see it here. I've circled, I've added my name, my class, and just what we did there is already here in my own copy. So I can click close. So the next, let's work on a PDF. The first one we worked on was an image. Let's work on this PDF. I'm going to click this and then click copy and work from this. And it's going to load the PDF and bring us this. So I'm going to use the zoom tool to zoom it out a bit. So this one involves drawing a line to match. Okay, so to draw lines, we are going to pick, we can use the pencil tool to draw. We can also use a line tool. So I'm going to use a line tool to maybe match to carrot. I can use an arrow tool to match the corn. Okay, I can pick the double-headed arrow tool to maybe match the eggplant. Pick another tool to match beetroot. Match pepper. And match tomato. And you can see we are done. I can also go ahead to add my name and date here. So in this case, you can see that the text is a bit smaller this time. So I'm going to drop, click outside, select the text, and then increase it this time. And then I'm going to pick the text tool again. I'm going to drop it, click outside, click on the text, and then increase. And you can see we are done. So I'm going to click on save. And you can see the second work is now here. Let's preview. So you can see my own copy of the work as a student. So with this annotation tool, you have everything you need to work directly on the portal without having to download and re-upload. You just work directly on the portal. Once I am done with everything and I am good, I'm sure I want to submit, I can then scroll down to the bottom of the page. I have two options. Either I save as a draft, which means I am yet to submit, and I must have to submit before my teacher can receive and then grade. Once I'm done, I'm good, I want to submit, I go ahead and click submit and click yes, go on. And my work is submitted successfully. So if I click to view it again, you can see that I can no longer work on this anymore. I can only view. The second icon, which gives me the opportunity to work on it, is no longer there. I can only view what I submitted, but I can no longer edit at this point because I have already submitted. So in the next video, I'm going to show you how teachers can use this same tool to create diagrams, especially if you're setting up questions or giving an assignment that involves like diagrams like angle of elevation, Pythagoras theorem, calculating angles of a triangle, and things like that. So you can use the same tool to insert diagrams into your question, into your content. So thank you very much for sticking with me till now. I'll see you on the next video.